Students, our next chapter is capacitance. In capacitance, our first topic is electrostatics of conductors. We know that conductors are the substances which are used to carry or conduct electric charges from one place to another. For example, all metals like iron, copper, aluminium, these are good conductors of electricity. These are good conductors of electricity because they contain large number of free charge carriers, that is free electrons. Therefore they are good conductors of electricity. Now some of the important results regarding electrostatics of conductors is: first is, in electrostatic equilibrium, electric field is zero everywhere inside the conductor. Let us suppose that a conductor ABCD, is placed in an external electric field maintained between two plates. Let intensity of this electric field is E naught. Electric field points from positive plate towards negative plate. Due to this electric field, the free electrons of conductor ABCD move from AB to CD. Therefore, a net negative charge is induced on CD and equal positive charge is induced on AB. These are called induced charges. These induced charges produce an induced electric field of intensity EP. This induced electric field of intensity EP opposes the motion of free electrons from AB to CD. Therefore, the flow of electrons stops as soon as induced electric field EP inside the conductor, this becomes equal to applied electric field E naught. As the induced electric field and applied electric field inside the conductor, they are equal and opposite. Therefore, net electric field in the interior of conductor is 0. Now second result regarding electrostatics of conductor is: any excess charge on an isolated conductor in an electrostatic equilibrium resides entirely on the outer surface of the conductor. Any excess charge on an isolated conductor resides entirely on the outer surface of the conductor. This follows from the fact that if some excess charge, it may be positive or negative, it is placed inside the conductor by any means, then Coulomb's repulsive force between the charges force these charges to move as far apart as possible. Therefore, these forces make the charges migrate quickly to outer surface. Therefore, any excess charge on an isolated conductor, if any, resides entirely on the outer surface of the conductor. Third property of electrostatics of conductor is: electric field just outside the charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface of conductor at every point. Electric field just outside the charged conductor is perpendicular to the surface of conductor at every point. Under electrostatic equilibrium, under electrostatic conditions, once the charges on a conductor are rearranged, the flow of charges stops. Therefore, the component of electric field along tangent to the surface, the component of electric field along tangent to the conductor must be 0. If this is electric field, then its component along the tangent, if this is theta, then this will be e cos theta, must be 0. That is, e cos theta should be 0, where theta is the angle which the electric field intensity makes with tangent to the surface. As electric field is not 0, therefore for e cos theta to be 0, cos theta should be equal to 0. Therefore theta is 90. Therefore, electric field is perpendicular to the surface of conductor at every point. If the charge on the conductor is positive, then electric field is along outward drawn normal, and if the charge on the surface of the conductor is negative, then electric field is along inward drawn normal, and if the charge is positive, then this is along outward drawn normal. That is, the electric field is perpendicularly outward for positive charge and perpendicularly inward for negative charge.